Hello again, I've just gotten out of the shower and I thought I'll just give you a quick update of what I will do just before I start my study preparations for my exam week that starts next week. As you can tell, I'll pretty much I like to, even though it can be a lot of work, I always like to have a nice pot of or a cup of green tea on the side. This is just so my body can and my mind can still be relaxed while I'm studying. Sorry, it's just still got a bit of a sniffly nose, so if I sound a bit different, you know why. Yep, and I hope no matter where you are, I hope you're having a good day or a good evening, no matter where you are in the world, and we'll get started. And hi, yes, here again. And I'm pretty much just set up on the coffee table in the lounge room just because a big TV is right there, and I'll explain it to you why I use the TV when I'm doing my exam prep. And yeah, this is different. This is something that I've done for a really long time, and I'm talking a good amount of years. And I'm just letting you know, I'm not affiliated and I'm not a consultant or a part of any MLM company that deals with essential oils. This is just a company that I have used for years just for their essential oils, because I do find it very relaxing. So just thought I'll just let you know that they are eco-modern essentials. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. I really do like their products, and I have been using them for a while. So one thing that helps me is their clarity and their focus, just because I do like the scent that comes with it, and I do find it I can focus very well when it comes to these oils, and I will definitely keep using them. Hi, and I think I'll just sit down on the ground because this is where I'm most relaxed. I'll just give you a quick update of what I actually do and how I set out. And yes, it is again the table in the lounge room, because so I can sit on the floor, and that's just this is just in case one of my kids just wants to barge in, and it's all good. I'll quickly give you an update of how I set everything out. As you can tell here, this is just my little essential oils that I like to use. That's just helped to keep me relaxed but focused. This paperwork this is something that I have been working on since the start of the semester to now. This is also a mixture of tutorial notes that I've built over the semester, so I haven't done it all in one go, but this is again something I've built over the semester. And I pretty much use this, so it's just quite a few papers, and it's just notes that after watching the workshop on my laptop of what my lecturer said what will be in the exam, and I've kind of taken notes from that, so I have an idea. So I definitely have that, so I can read over that and do any further research if I need to, if it feels like I have to. These are also just the textbooks that I've written in as well. This is all my lecture notes throughout the semester, so I've got that too that I can read over, and again, I can keep on looking at these and my tutorial notes and what's in the workshop, and is what again the lecturer said what would be in the exam. So it's good to look at all three things just so you can make sense of what could be included. It looks like a lot, but it makes a lot of sense. And these papers is one thing that I did found that has helped the most. These are the actual the lecture notes from the actual PowerPoint itself from And in particular with the PowerPoints, this is what the lecturer has created, and I've just printed off the PowerPoints and the information itself. So that just involves the actual PowerPoint slide and the notes to see if the lecturer has written any notes according to each slide. So again, that's pretty much from the semester. So I do find that helps to get a whole overview of what was covered, and then so once your lecturer tells what could be included in the exam, that's when you can refresh, look at your information, and then you're all good. And as I was saying, this is my cup of green tea. I just like to drink it because it's nice and cleansing for your body, for your soul, for everything. And this is just one thing I don't like to use a lot of caffeine, purely because you just want to be relaxed while you're working on things. This is pretty much including in my anatomy and physiology textbook. It's quite really heavy, and it sounds like you can pretty much use it as a doorstop if you wanted to, but I've still got a lot of use for it. But yeah, this is just in case I need to go and look through any bit of information that was covered with my lecture notes, my tutorial notes, and anything in my textbooks and the things I've written. It's just everything is here, so I know what according to what week was in what, and it just makes things easier to have everything there. And then once you know what order you write in, you'll be fine. And this is a little bit random, but when it comes to my actual studying, I like to try and study smarter, not for longer as for such. So I could do about maybe 2-3 hour max tutorial or studying when it comes to preparing for an exam, purely because you don't want to be there the whole day and just exhaust yourself, and just spread it throughout the whole day. Because again, if you have kids, that's one thing you have to take in consideration. Like today, after I had my shower, I had to take Oscar to rugby, and now he's with his grandparents, and now I can come home, focus, and now that my little man is having a nap, I can really knuckle down and get my studying need that I have to do before next week. And yes, this is a bit of a random book. It's of all things, it's a book on tulips. I use this book in particular, or any book that you like, because I love to read, and I do find that if you have that break in between, like you do 1.5 hours of studying, then you have a half an hour or so break, and then finish it off. And I love to read, and I do find reading about plants and tulips in particular, I do find that very therapeutic. So I thought I just might share that with you, of something else that I can share to help rest my mind before I get back to studying. And yes, it's pretty self-explanatory how I set everything out, and it does help a lot when you have your textbooks here with all your notes, or with the notes that the lecturer has made, and all the PowerPoints according to each note, so you know if they wrote it down that you know it's useful. So I printed that off, and you know it's going to be good. And all your books, or just from the notes themselves. And this is obviously the lectures that the notes came from. So yeah, this is all like some of the scribbles and the notes that I made from our tutorials. And so it's pretty much how I study, is just going through everything, going through the workshop of what the lecturer said is going to be covered, and it's just making a little bit of a list of what you know is going to be covered, and just going from there and just looking at the list, starting one subject as another, and then you'll be fine, and just ticking off as you go, creating notes. And once you feel confident, you'll be absolutely fine. So I think you just take some deep breaths and you'll be fine. And if you're not too sure about a specific part of the exam, then you can just go back into your notes, go back into your textbook, and just go back into your laptop, and you'll be absolutely fine. So I think it's more importantly about that as well, is spreading it out through the day, having a little break in between, because that's what you need, because it's just sometimes it gets a little bit crazy, especially when you're approaching the exam week, because I've done it before and it's crazy. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly get started, and I'll see you later. See you then. Hi, it's me again, and I just thought I'll just tell you that I'm on a bit of a break just so I've just did about 2 hours of studying, and I thought I'll just have a bit of half an hour break before I just finish off my last hour. So that's just how I do it, and that's just what works for me. So whatever works for you, just do that. Sorry, just had a bit of a cough, and yeah, as you can tell, I find it very relaxing to read about tulips, and this is just a hobby that I'm kind of doing at the moment. I'd love to learn about them and just hopefully grow them soon. And yeah, so it's very relaxing and it's beautiful to look at all the different types of tulips. And yeah, and one thing that is a bit different that I do like to put on my TV that I do find relaxing, and even when I'm is again looking at the of all things, the current position of the International Space Station that my partner and I have just gotten into. Yes, it's a bit random, but I do find I just find that very therapeutic, and especially if you add music to it, it's just so lovely. And this is a channel that I have watched for the last few days, and we've just subscribed to it, so it's very nice. And I think just having a nice backdrop just helps you kind of de-stress, because we all need that. And this is the page, is Our Amazing Space, so if you're keen, I'll definitely check that out. And yes, it's something that we just like to watch, really, and I just find it something different to de-stress and just learn something different, but also just I find it relaxing just staring at our own planet for some reason. But yeah, I just find it great. I hope I'll just quickly get back on and just to say that I've just finished my little session. It was a lot of work, but again, it's always good to spread things throughout the day because you just wind yourself up exhausted. And the best tip that I can tell or we can give anyone, no matter what level they are, what educational provider they're with, is definitely to not leave things to the last minute or pull an all-nighter, because just for me, it's like you're not waking up just exhausted and it's just crazy. And yes, and just some notes that has helped me again is having your textbooks there, having your big book there just in case, and having the lecturers' PowerPoint along with their notes. I do find that has helped because, again, if you feel at any part you're not too sure of, that's when you can re-look at notes that were made. And on my computer, I just re-looked at the workshop of what my lecturer made of what would be included in the exam, and then writing notes from that and looking over your notes from your lecturer's notes, your lecture notes, and any tutorial notes, and just looking over that and just making sure you understand everything, and you'll be absolutely fine. So to anyone that's coming out to exam week, my love is with you. You will do amazing, so believe in yourself and you'll do absolutely great. And just relax and eat healthy, have some alone time, have some me time just to get ready, and believe in yourself again and you'll do absolutely fine. Trust me, you will do good. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video today. If you found this helpful, feel free to give it sorry, I'm just a bit tired. Yeah, just feel free to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos that involves my university journey and my life as a mum, because juggling is crazy, but we all do the best we can. And yeah, I'd love to have you with us, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one and best of luck. Bye.